Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today we're taking you to a part of the world we visited very recently indeed. Back in episode 966 of WhatsMap, I took you to the Lofoten Peninsula in Norway. You might remember that show as being the one with the football pitch on the cliff edge. Well, today we're in the same neck of the woods, only even further down the peninsula, even though there's not that much further we could possibly go. So you can expect some really striking visuals. Now there is something in today's show, a workshop item that previously I actually loathed and detested. I thought it was too garish. Well, today I'm proven wrong. Today I absolutely love it. So it just goes to show in the right hands, even garish things can be quite pleasing. Yeah? That's right, thinking me as garish is a really good way of supporting the channel, getting me seen by more people, help me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Map RW of Reine, Norway by YesBoy1205. I'm not sure what the 1205 is in relation to, but maybe they're born in the 5th of December, maybe. There's your start square. Looks very usable to me. Terrain heights, we've got some mountains going on. We have some mountains, they are striking. And then if we off to the resources, they're a bit sparse, a little bit of fertile here and there, but forestry as well. I can dip into some forestry. If you have Sunset Harbour, this is what your fishing legend will look like. So there we go. Right, off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, no DLC required today at all. We'll be using the Northern Tundra theme. The realistic 1.2 LUT and network extensions 2 is also required. No oil or resources. Oil or resources. Neither nor. Oil or. That'll go. Right, down to ground level, and we are going along on the national 4-lane roads, which compared to the previous 966's map where we had highways, this is a little bit more realistic. Although, to be fair, they would still only be 1-lane national roads in real life in this neck of the woods, and lots of tunnels because you'd expect that as well. Now, the garish thing that I previously didn't like is the Northern Tundra theme. Genuinely, I really didn't like. We've seen it about 2 or 3 times in the shows before, and it just always looked silly and bright and ghastly, I think is a phrase I would use. But in the right hands, it looks great. And here, they are in the right hands. This is how the Northern Tundra theme should look. On a map with some striking mountains and lots of lumps and bumps and cliff edges. I'm really feeling the vibe today on this theme. And if you'd asked me, well, if you said to me yesterday, Northern Tundra theme, I would have gone, oh no. Shall we do a different map? Well, I'm glad we're doing this one now because it actually looks a lot better than I thought it would. Now we have a single lane, a national road going off that way. It is a 2-lane, isn't it really? That way and back again. And then this carries on. It carries on via the medium of a tunnel, and you may notice actually the tunnel is actually visible here. We could do a little bit more terrain above the tunnel to stop that from glitching through. Possibly the worst thing on the entire map. Possibly. Now that will lead us through the same direction as this national road does. We'll follow this one around for a bit of fun. Now there is hello, there is some wildlife. Hello. Now I know they're not, but it's a reindeer. I know they're not. I know this is a moose, but it's a reindeer. Okay, it's reindeer season. Right, okay, back down to the roads. Nice and smooth. Smoothly done. See the embankment coming down here. That's clean and pleasant. Now this road has got no traffic on it at all. You're going to see it come out and actually merge in with that 4-lane national road we saw a moment ago. And you're thinking to yourself, like I was, hang on a second. Hang on. Why is there no traffic on this one? Why is it bypassing this and taking the 4 lane, when this has got to be the quicker route. This has to be the quicker route than the 4 lane highway. And yet, there's no traffic on it. And it's got the same speed limit. It has got the same speed. I'm pretty sure of that without checking. I'm pretty sure. Oh, we've got a little divot there. We've used the embankment and we've caused a bit of a divot there. Don't like that so much. I would have done a little bit of work there. But anyway, you can see the traffic coming out the 4 lane road, which we're now merging into. Let me just show you this 4 lane road. And here she is. Traffic coming out of here. And it's, yeah. Why are they going that way and not following this way? Now, I think this is by design. I think this is creative design. And that is because we've got a broken bit of highway here. Now, I think this is deliberate to force traffic to use the 4 lane highway. I think it could be done a little bit cleverer, though. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Instead of having it broken like that with a little bit of glitch on the end, let's come over here. I'm going to do some live work on camera. I'm going to delete a bit of road. I'm just going to extend the national road. Where is it? National Highway, Bendy Road, to about there. Leave a little gap in the middle. That'll do. And now I'm going to search for a rock. Try that again. No. What? Who? That's it. What am I doing? Right, there's a rock. I know what I'm doing. There, we'll pop the rock down there. And I'm going to use Move It. That's what I was thinking about doing. I'm going to drag the rock over the... Now, we've got a broken highway, but it's hidden. It looks a bit like a rockfall. It's very, very crappily done. I know I did it quickly, okay? I would spend a bit more time on that. But yes, having it as a rockfall rather than just a broken bit of highway that looks really weird, I think would work a lot better if you want to have the broken highway down there. A nod to the old road, possibly. But anyway, now one thing you might notice is we only have traffic on one side of this highway, and we will be checking this out a little bit further on, because by now you would have thought we'd have met some oncoming traffic. That said, we are down near the end of the Lofoten Peninsula, and where's that traffic coming from? Now, something I really do like on today's map is the rock work along this bank here. I think this works superbly well. I think that is exceptional eye for detail with rock work on a bank. Then we have 1,000,001 of the 1,000,001 of the broken vanilla jetties, a couple of the essential wrecks. Yes, they are essential, and slightly elevated above water level there as well. Then some more of the jetties with little houses at the top of them. I mean, it's a nice little. I've even got some. Yeah, I would say the prop work is okay at best. It's not the worst, but it's no better than okay. Although that rock work was very nice indeed, and a credit for that. Got some nice, again, the network working, going with that, is very good indeed. It's smooth, it's clean, we're not bouncing around, there's no jinky jankies. This is good, clean work, and credit for that. See, I give credit where it's due when I remember. when I remember, sometimes I forget, sometimes I miss it. Look at that mountain. This theme works so well with that mountain over there. It just looks like winter in that mountain, and but mind you, it's winter in that mountain, it'd be winter down here as well. But let's ignore that. I just think it's striking, it's stunning, and it's it's just very pleasing on the eye. And then we'll just follow the road around. Still no oncoming traffic, so that's the thing. That's the thing. Oh, now we have farms. I did say there was some fertile land down here, and here be a farm. Or a nod to a farm at the very least. I'm okay with that. Maybe it's a bit of forestry because we have the planks on the abandoned trucks there. But possibly a farm, possibly forestry. Doesn't matter. It's fine work. If not the most exciting work, it's fine work, and I'm okay with it. We'll follow this around. We are now getting very close to the start square, so prepare yourselves for something very exciting, which would be my vocal talents. Let me just la 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 la. Right, okay. Voices in tune. Here's your start square. That's what you're going to be building into. Not the hugest space, but just about enough space. And we have a couple of, here it comes, everybody's favourite factories. There's 2 of them there. And yep, that's what it looks like. Now, somewhere in this area outside the start square will be a couple of assets of the day. In fact, I've converted these to procedural objects so that I could use them for a bit more fun, but these are great. These are the E2 Modular coalmine tipples by E2 Clips, and the railway are popped in separately. In fact, there's no rail on this map at all, but yes, they're modular, so you can create something a little bit fun, a little bit special, and converting to procedural objects means that you can just yeah, put them anywhere you like. I like the idea of it. They look amazing, and I've not seen anything quite like it on the workshop, so credit to that as well. Factoids, because factoids. On today's date, the 11th of July in 1962, Fred Baudser, could be Baudser, but I'm going Baudser, became the first person to swim the English Channel underwater using scuba equipment. So, 1962, July the 11th, somebody swam the English Channel underwater for the first time. Nice one, Fred. Good old Fred. Gotta love good old Fred. Modular coalmine tipples, E2 by E2 Clips. Really glad to see it. Good work. And back to map RW Reine, Norway. Sorry, Reine, Norway by Yes Boy 1205. Right, so we're going to follow the road around that. We are heading towards the very end of what would be anything drivable in Norway before you get to the North Sea. It was North Sea, Norwegian Sea, North Sea from my point of view anyway. It's very cold, that ocean. Very cold. It's fed mostly by Arctic waters, and it's very deep as well, for that matter. Actually, North Sea is a very deep sea, and there be oil there, and that's where Norway gets a lot of its wealth from. I do understand that they split the money 50, or split the oil 50-50 with the United Kingdom. United Kingdom with 50 plus million. More like 60 million now, population, and Norway with 5 million, so they're 10 times more better off, but populous. Now, you may notice we've got what I think was a nod to another one of these little side roads going off on its own merry way. I think they probably changed their mind at some point. I'm sad and also happy, because I like this. I like this idea for this little track along the side. It's a nice, clean idea. Now, when we get to the end of the map, you're expecting it to be broken here, aren't you? And I'm going to say it's not. Now, it looks like it might be, but let me just show you. This is actually, that's just glitching. If I just drag that out and drag that up, that's all connected. I do not know why traffic is not spawning. It should be, but it's not. I'm not putting the map down for it, because I reckon this is just one of those things, and the restart will probably fix it.
Have you ever wanted to create a snow scene in your summer city, but you're not interested in buying the Snowfall DLC? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Snow Without DLC by BonBonB. Click the information button now.
Back to RW, map RW by, map RW Reine, Norway. By Yes Boy 1205. It's really catchy, that map RW. Hey. And then anyway, we have shipping routes. We have one, and it does nothing spectacular, which is basically what you want the shipping route to do. So that's good. Right, water flow. If you need water flow going through your start square, we have water flow. It's not the strongest, but it is moving, and that is what you're looking for. Water just pushing through here. You can see water coming in from that angle as well, so from two different angles, and that is actually squeezing through that little squeeze there. That works. That works. Okay, all told, it's not so realistic as the 1966 1206. That's Yes Boy's number, almost. Yeah, the previous Lofferton map was a little bit more realistic looking. This is more almost Toy Town, but it still looks really good for what it is. Now, the forestries are fine, little clumps here and there. I'd like to see a little bit more, and possibly even some of the custom trees would have been nice. So that's all right, because we've got some mountains going on and stuff, and I just feel a little bit of blending, a little bit of just more creativity with the forests, I feel. Then if we come over here, you're going to see some glitching into the ground here and here and here. Now these are actually lakes in real life, and that left me looking. I spent a few minutes looking actually at the Google Maps, trying to work out where the lakes are, because there's a whole bunch of them that are missing. Like there's a little glitch going on in here. That is a lake in there, and all of this forest here, that's all a lake as well. All that area in there is actually water rather than forests. And if we spin around, let's try and find the others as well. If we pull right back, actually, yeah, we've got a couple of patches here and here where there are lakes as well. So basically there's a whole bunch of lakes that are missing. Now you could say not having lakes makes for a bit more buildable space. I would say you're probably right, but they are outside the 25 tiles, so does it matter? I don't know. But this is your 25 tiles, this is what you're working with, and that's what your backdrop looks like. It's quite aesthetic, isn't it? Right, anyway, what do you think of the map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Click the I button now. It will take you to the voting page. You can sign in using your YouTube login or Facebook, Gmail, or even a free Patreon account. Right, today I'm going to rate this map up with an outstanding 7 out of 10. No, I'm joking. We don't do it out of 10, we do it out of 5s. Now, while I think it's very aesthetically pleasing, I don't really feel it's quite a 4. It's a high 3. It's a very pleasing map. I don't know if it's striking enough to be a 4. I'm going a high 3. It's very pleasing though. I like it. Detailing is okay. There's not really that much wrong with it. A couple of things that could be done to just like clean it up a little bit here and there, and then a lot of work could be done to take it to the next level. So again, it sits in the middle on a 3. Gameplay potential, for what it is, it's fine. It doesn't have a huge amount of space to build into, and it's not broken, or it might be, but it's probably not. I'm going to go down the middle again. I'm going to go 3 stars. It's a pass mark. It's a playable map that looks okay actually, and some of you are going to like it. Map RW Reine, Norway by YesBoy1205. Yeah, it's striking. It's aesthetic. There's no real major problems with it. It's not broken. There's a few good ideas in there. I feel it's. I think it's good, solid work. Well done. Anyway, if you're still watching, you are in the 20 and out elite. Use the word of the day to score yourself 100 population points and add that to your score and let me know what your current population is. And remember, don't tell anybody, this is just for the elitists. That's right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for the Steam Weekly Chart Show.